Hey everybody! I look startled, and it's your host Steve and Colin with your
Both of
another
us.
episode. Who's that anime? And we continued on speaking about Elfen Lied. Lied.
Yes. Lied. I think we agreed on lied.
But then I listened to like one of the outros. I was like, next episode, Elfen Lied.
Let's see.
Lied.
Maybe it's accent is the problem there.
Lied.
Lied.
I don't know. It's bad voice acting at the best of times.
You are correct. You are correct.
So this week we're talking about episodes 4 and 5.
We are.
That's episodes 4 and 5.
Yes.
All right. So I watched them
It's.
today.
I watched those ones a while ago, but I still remember them fairly vividly.
Is it just maybe episode 5 you remember more?
Yeah. Yeah.
Episode
Although,
it's four and
yeah.
I half forgotten already.
Well, okay. So on the last episode, it ended with Nana or number 7 meeting um New or
Lucy.
Lucy on the top of the stairs, uh ready to say, it's like, hey, you come home, come home.
Mhm.
And she's like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's like, really wish you'd come home, because I'm gonna have to make you.
Yeah. So I'll stop you there though.
Uh-huh.
What is the title of this episode?
Oh, it is attack.
Attack.
Aufeinandertreffen.
All right. Alpha
There you
9.
go.
The trip.
That was the best I could do.
Sounds almost as good as the Germans in Die Hard.
Yeah. I'd like to think it's better.
I mean, none of it makes sense.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, literally, they're just saying German words, I think.
They might. Yeah, yes, that's fair. They might.
No,
They
no,
might
no,
be. They might be.
I don't even know the exact German words. And I have a source that says that it is just art, 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 art.
Oh,
Absolutely
it's
garbage.
seal German. Oh, fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
absolutely. Oh, Jesus. Um. Yes. So it's called Attack. They're on the
Yep.
stairs talking because
Yep.
these stairs are the stairs that they talk on all the time.
Yep.
Uh, and then she's like, "All right," and then they kind of like Lucy kind of gets up and says, "You better not, because I don't want to kill another of our kind. Our kind? What do you mean?" Says the other one, number 7,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "But no, I'm going to have to like take you home. Can't have it, Papa. Won't have it any other way."
I mean, to be fair, he had said, "Don't do this. Just let me know once you found her." But she's like, "Nah, I'm gonna bring her in.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Papa proud.
Gonna make this caller myself." Uh,
Yeah.
this is how it went down.
And then basically Lucy finds out that she's got longer vectors.
She does. This is won't get too much into the fighting because there are sort of mainstays of this. There's a lot of fighting goes on, a lot of smashing about.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like for a while that Lucy, of course, will have the upper hand because she's a psychopath. But it turns out that Nana's no slouch, and yeah, she has was it 9 meters? Or sorry, 3 meters of vector range.
Yeah, where Lucy's only got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nana can keep Lucy at bay until she starts throwing gravestones at her.
Oh yeah, the
Which
graves.
I love the fact that this show essentially so far has been it's the story of no one understands that someone with psychic arms could throw a thing.
Uh, sort of. I
I don't
mean,
know, like there's been at least 2 deaths, 1 mutilation, we're about to see another, that have all been caused by, well, as long as I keep her at range, oh my god, what is that?
I mean, this series isn't much better than a B movie.
No. I mean, and it's
Yeah,
schlock, yes, agreed.
yeah.
When it's good, it's very good. When it's not, it's really not.
Yeah.
Um,
So she's mentioned that it was Nana is forced Lucy out to into the graveyard by shoving her with her vectors,
yep,
and
smash
then
her into some graves.
yeah, and then kicked her at arm's length. And it's like, ha, you can't get me because I got longer arms. I can easily do you. Because Lucy kind of also threatens her at the start, like, ah, the slightest, the slightest movement, and I could kill you. And she took her things away.
Yep,
It's like, oh, it's gonna be like that, is it? And then the fight starts, and then
yep.
graveyard smash, and she's like, da da da, and then Lucy grabs all the graveyards from behind her and starts launching them at her.
Again, not for 1 second did Nana think, oh wait, she could throw things at me.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like that's a thought of like invisible
No,
hands can do.
not high up on the list of
So
things that people notice in this.
no, Steve,
Yes, yes.
invisible servant can't do that.
Unseen servant
Yeah,
cannot
unseen.
do that. You're
No,
correct.
cannot do that.
Dungeons and as much as I would have tried in Dungeons and Dragons, unseen servant cannot engage in anything that may harm another person
Uh,
unless they're perfectly stood still.
and someone shoves them over them.
Someone shoves them over them.
Yeah, I think that's how we did it, didn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen a DM so unhappy with the way a conversation was going.
Was that with me or with you?
Oh, it was with me for that point. It was, I mean, there may have been general disdain around some of your questioning, but I feel like mine may have broken them a bit through persistence because it was like, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna figure a way out how to do this. So yeah,
Yeah,
duly noted.
yeah. To the point where he actually did start creating heights.
Oh, you had to. That like yeah, you had to. But yeah, we end up in this fight where they're kind of fairly evenly matched. It would seem.
Mhm.
Lucy's definitely got more battle smarts than Nana, who's never really been out in the field against or fought against anyone.
Yep.
Fought against anyone, but she's definitely got that extra reach,
Mhm.
so benefit there. And then enter Mayu,
Ah,
who kind of
who's just got some breadcrumbs from the local shop
that's right
for the
for
dog.
her and the dog.
No, just for the dog, apparently.
Oh yeah, for the dog, not
And
really
it's
for
her
her.
birthday
Absolutely
tomorrow.
not for her. It's her birthday tomorrow. She's going to be 14. They're
Yeah,
definitely not for her. Definitely
definitely
not
not
for
for
her.
her. No.
So that's good.
And then I think there's also been a bit of a tiff in the restaurant between what's his name and Yuki.
Yeah, I mean,
Kotaro.
there always is.
Kotaro?
There always is. Kouta.
Yeah, yeah, but like more so than ever, and she kind of storms off in a huff
Oh, she
again.
has stormed off no less than 3 times. It's the 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing if not consistent, Colin.
Well, she just starts
Uh,
beating them up now.
yeah, she's punching him a lot. Like, there's a lot of domestic violence in this show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Also, yeah, just as a warning for those of you who maybe don't like the subject of any sort of sexual assault or anything like that, just as a warning, might have to talk about that.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
This
we're gonna have to
this
talk about that.
the yeah. It's not an anime for you if you
No,
don't like that.
yeah, stay away from it.
Why do you always pick these
I don't know.
sordid animes?
I saw a Facebook post of mine from 8 years ago or something like that, and it was like, "Hey, looking for more sci-fi horror anime? Uh, Open to suggestion. Have already watched Elfen Lied and Gantz." It's like, ah, yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yes. There's some strong contenders right there.
One of these days, man, we're gonna cover Gantz, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough.
Isn't it like 69 episodes or something?
I don't think it's as many as that.
It's
And the DVD box set that you gave me,
uh
uh, it clumps them together into movie length things.
okay. Oh God,
So
that'll be
yeah.
like a whole year worth of bonus material.
Oh, there were 2 seasons apparently, which I don't really remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they're having a fight in the
Oh,
thing.
Colin, Colin,
Uh
Colin,
huh.
Colin,
What?
Colin, Colin.
What?
There's only 26 episodes, Colin.
We've done 26 episodes before,
We have.
many times.
Oh man, Gantz rewatch maybe in the future. Oh my god, God, it's so rough, so rough.
You're just getting your own back for all the shit that I make you watch.
To be fair, I'm thinking about like I know we're deviating a little bit from this here, but like let's just have a look
Mhm.
at what we've watched and why. Uh, so
Golden Boy,
going back to the start, Golden Boy was my fault. I accept full responsibility for Golden Boy.
Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories was you.
Yeah. So then
Uh,
to end up going on
uh
to
then it was Haruhi, which was you. And you know what? To your credit, that was actually really good. I enjoyed that.
maybe you also had vampire detective person.
Was that me or you? That was me, wasn't it?
That was you. That was I had
Yeah,
never
that
even
was
heard
me.
of this thing.
Nah,
Sherlock Holmes or Vampire Holmes or something.
Vampire Homes. It was pretty good. It's terrible, but I enjoyed it. Uh, then we did Harry. Then we did Serial Experiments Lane, which I think was me.
Mhm.
Then we did Cowboy Bebop, which was you.
Was that you?
Oh no, was that a joint suggestion?
It's
Because that
possibly
was
because that was the season,
because
the
that was the TV show was coming out at that point.
live
Yeah,
action. Yeah.
yeah. So okay, we'll call that one a tie. Then it was School Days.
It's good.
Uh, and
Yeah.
then it was Steins Gate, which was your suggestion.
Uh, and then we did the second season.
We did. To be fair, it was School Days for a couple of weeks. Then for the rest of time, it was Steins Gate.
That was like entire year.
It was so long.
Yeah.
Uh, and then after Steins Gate, we did the spooky season,
Oh
which
yeah.
was kind of my suggestions.
Hmm.
Then that wasn't really an official season though. That was just like bonus episodes.
Yeah.
And then season 8 was Chainsaw Man, which I think was my suggestion.
Oh, it's yours. Yeah.
And then Trigun was also my suggestion.
Yep.
And then
Angelic.
Angelic Lair.
This was my suggestion.
Have you been keeping count?
Oh, well, not the suggestions. I didn't keep any count of that.
Oh crap. Okay, hang on.
I got
So, okay, Golden Boy was me.
yeah,
So that's mine.
yeah,
Ghost Stories was you, so you count that one.
yeah,
Haruhi was you,
yeah,
so that's you. Lane was me,
yep.
so that's me. We won't count Cowboy Bebop because that was a joint suggestion.
Okay.
And then School Days was you.
Zone 3.
And then after School Days, it was Steins Gate, so that was you.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
And then it was Chainsaw Man, that was me.
Yep.
3. And then it was
Trigun.
Trigun, which is me, so that's 4.
Yep.
And then it was Angelic Glare, which is you,
Uh-huh.
5. Oh, so we're even.
We are even. There you go.
Wow, even split.
Yeah, how about that?
I
It's
didn't
a
expect that.
cooperative thing.
Did not expect that.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you may tell that episode 4 doesn't really have much in it, except from this fight.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And
like
arguments.
there's not. We'll get to the end of the fight where basically, Mayu interrupts the fight, which gives Lucy enough time to
Upper
kind
hand.
of take advantage of the situation and cuts her fingers and hands off. Like just like kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, she kind of like cuts one arm off and then the fingers. And then
Oh.
Mayu kind of runs in just at that point because she's like, stop, don't fight. And then Lucy's like, whoop, wishes her away.
Stop! Don't fight. I'm gonna make this the most fight.
Yeah. Also, she's just like, she puts
Uh,
her,
She, she just
Mayu.
yeets her into a tree.
Yeah, yeah, just like, And, yeah, she just moves her out of the way. And rather than killing her, that's like probably the first time she's not actually killed someone in
Yeah,
cold blood.
it is
Not,
interesting.
normally she goes and kills everyone.
I wonder, like, just because it's the focus on the other Diclonists, maybe. But
I don't know. I think it's kind of shown that she is sort of changing. I think, and having a
maybe.
kinder heart. I mean, like to be honest, she was locked up in a for 8 years, uh,
Yeah.
in this cell, and
Notice that frame of time. It's probably quite important.
yeah, it might be mentioned later.
No coincidence at all.
Yeah, and it's kind of insane. Uh, kind of just want vengeance. I mean, you'd be pretty angry being locked up forever and a day, and I still don't understand why she doesn't kill the director though. So anyway, Nana gets all her limbs chopped off.
Oh my! Like this is a very graphic scene. Like
Oh,
some of them are not chopping. It's just pulling.
yeah, yeah. Don't need that.
You see the tendons and muscles and skin just rip, and it's like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah,
Cool,
I
cool.
was eating my tea at the time.
Oh, awesome. Good
Yeah, yeah.
timing there.
It stayed down. That's fine.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. And then the sniper takes a shot at Lucy.
Yes.
Misses.
Again, a very common theme.
Yeah,
As the sniper takes the shot, doesn't do the job.
yeah, yeah. Misses. And then the guy goes, "Oh, I'll take another one." And his cohort goes, "No." The director's coming in, and then the director comes in, and like, I don't know what to do.
Well, no. So what
That's
happens is that in the kerfuffle, uh, Nana manages to like scramble Lucy's brain a bit and stop her from using her vectors.
oh yeah, okay,
So like Lucy escapes because she's no longer able to fight anyone off. Uh, and then the director just walks in and she's run off and like kind of picks up Nana as like, fuck, you're all
not
busted.
quite. They have a wee conversation. Lucy's still
They
there,
do.
talking
Oh
to
no,
the
you're right.
director. Have a wee
You're
bit of
right.
like, ha ha, blah blah blah. She's your daughter, blah ha. You fool. Type thing.
The best conversations.
Yeah, and then she's like, "All right, I'm out of here." Yoink.
She just exits.
Yeah,
She's just gone.
disappears. Or I think Kotaro is looking for her. No,
Kota, Kota,
Kota.
Kota,
Kotaro's from another one.
Kotaro's from the other show.
Too many keys. Kenneth, Keith.
Yeah,
Kim,
Keith's doing some stuff.
Kenneth. Oh, that's Keith. Really,
I feel like
Kevin.
they do like a whole thing where I think does she not go? She goes home.
Uh, no.
No,
Sort
doesn't she
of.
go back?
Well, Yuki actually goes out looking for her, I think, this time.
Yuka.
Yeah, Yuka. She goes out because
Is
she
it?
goes and then she sees Mayu, bumps into Mayu as she comes out the
That's
bread
right.
shop. And she's like, oh, okay, she must go in there. And then talks to the owner, going, oh, yeah, I think she might be homeless. It's like, oh,
Yep,
okay.
that's right.
Um, and then, uh, and then she's wandering around.
Wait, is this the one where the dog gets taken off of her? She's down
No,
at the beach.
yeah, but no, that's afterwards. So
Is it?
they catch up with Mayu and bring her in
Yeah,
and says, "Oh, here, have some food. Here,
yeah.
um,
This is where, of course,
have a
this is
bath."
where Lucy's not here yet. Or is Lucy
Yeah,
here?
no, Mew's back. She does find Mew as well because Mew joins her in the
Right,
bath.
that's right, which is horrible. But there's also like,
That's
does she not like have a glance at her
Vernichtung.
and she's like, uh oh,
Yeah,
that's the girl who did the bad things.
yeah. She said, "Wait, that can't be right. Arms don't just fall off." Type
That's right.
thing. I must be dreaming it. I
Arms don't fall off. That level of like self denial is incredible. It's like, oh yeah, arms just don't fall off.
yeah,
That didn't happen. You're like,
yeah,
uh,
yeah. It didn't
are you
happen.
prone? Are you prone to like these kinds of hallucinations? I hope not.
Well, I mean, I think everyone, the way they treat shock in this is when you go into shock in this anime is you forget things because
Fair.
that's what's happened to all them. Um, yeah. So there's a point where they all kind of get back together. Iki finds Mew, brings her back, also
Hmm.
brings Mayu in.
Hmm.
Um, she
They
stays
convince her to stay.
for a night
Hmm.
and then she leaves.
Ah, that's the next episode.
Next episode. So maybe that's where it ends then with the having a meal.
Well, we have the we have the bit with the director being told to put Nana down.
Oh, by his
Uh, yeah,
director.
because they basically like bandage her all up and take her back to the facility, and he's like, "No, can't be keeping that shit around. Get rid of her."
Who's telling him that? Is it his
It's like the big
director?
boss,
The
the
big
big
boss.
boss.
Yeah. And he also gets a phone call from his son.
Yeah, who's the whatever the fuck his name is.
He dead. Don't matter his name.
What's his name? He's not
Professor.
dead yet.
Not dead yet. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Uh, yeah,
He doesn't last long.
Oh wait, no, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So he phones up, was like, and the director goes, "I bet you this is my punk ass son looking for more money," and it's like,
Yep.
"Hey, Dad, oh,
Yep.
I
I
need
need
some
more money.
need more money." it's, I'm not even joking. That is literally the conversation he has,
Yeah.
and
So how
then
much now? Because it's for his research into Diclonius.
yeah, and how to cure the virus, and apparently, and then
Yeah.
and he asked about, oh, what about what? How are you getting on with the missing one? Oh, she's still about. Oh, that's such a shame. Hangs up and goes, ha ha ha! You fool, father. She's gonna be mine. And then, like, slices a picture of her in the paper.
I do like the fact that the other girl who's working with him is completely oblivious to this and is yet no more than 5 feet away from him.
Yeah,
Like she's as we'll find out in a bit. Like she's got no clue, none.
that's why.
She was right here, and he talks very loudly about his evil plans.
Yeah, Reminds me of other shows. Oh wait, no. Shit, it's gone back to Harvey Birdman. Just Bird
Yes.
Girl. Bird Girl with her megaphone going, I can't tell my father that I'm Bird Girl and he's wanting to marry me and that's just weird and
I can hear that, right?
well, Phil doesn't. Phil's
Oh God.
completely oblivious to all that.
It's me, Phil, Ken, Seb, Ben.
Yeah, that was what's his name?
You did the
Oh,
voice?
yeah,
Stephen Colbert?
Stephen Colbert. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I went to do the news show thing.
The Late Late Show?
Yeah,
Or something?
he did something else at Trevor Noah took over, and now I don't think he does that either now.
Yeah. What the fuck is it called?
The Late Show?
Uh, yes, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
He's presently doing it.
Oh wait, no, is that the different? But he did a different one, didn't he? Where he was like
Uh,
doing like
he did
a
at midnight. Oh, hang on.
or
No, hang on.
is that a different one then? It's a different host I'm
Oh,
thinking
the
of.
Colbert Report.
Colbert Report, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He did that for years.
yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's where he went off to do. And that's why he disappeared for Harry Birdman for a season until the last episode
Uh-huh.
where they uh
They brought him
ended it.
back. Trevor Noah was the Daily Show.
Yeah, but who was the host before that?
Jon Stewart.
John Stewart. That's right, the Green Lantern.
Yes.
Yes, the Green Lantern, isn't it? Or is it
Uh,
Martian Manhunter?
I don't know.
One of them.
You're asking questions now that I don't know. Martian Manhunter. No, his name's John Jones, so it's not him. Not spelled like you'd expect it to be.
What, John Jones?
Yep. You mean John? Oh yeah, John Stewart. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he was the one
Yeah.
that was in Justice League, the cartoons.
Sure. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
The more you know.
More you know, the harder you fall. Um, right.
That's what they say.
So anyway, the episode ends with him going, ha 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 ha, I'm going to get her and we're going to destroy the humanity together, Lucy. And it
And
was
no one else will
me.
ever know.
It was
No one
me,
else will ever
Austin, all along. He's the one that set it free.
know. Well, and then the end of the episode is basically him putting her down. He's like, "I'm sorry, I have to do this. I have orders."
No, it's not the next episode.
Nope.
He has a big sub story about it.
Is it? I
I
thought it was
thought it
this
was
one.
next episode.
Maybe.
There's a lot happening next episode.
Yeah, we should get to the next episode. How do you feel about episode 4, Colin?
Graveyard fight was kind of cool.
It's a cool fight scene.
Bit gruesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 6.
I agree.
It's
There's
not.
not really a lot going on in this episode at all, but that fight scene is pretty kick-ass. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it didn't
Well,
go anywhere.
no. Well, on the plus side, that leads us into episode 5, Receipt, or Empfang.
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 Okay. And this one starts off with a flashback on Maya's behalf. Mayu behalf. These there's words I can say. but it's not happening today.
You getting there?
Getting there. By the end of the episode, I'll be speaking fluent Spanish.
You got it.
Yeah. See.
De nada.
See?
I think that means don't worry about it.
Alright, okay.
Because it's
Qu'est-ce que
usually
c'est?
gracias de nada. That's French.
It's close enough, right?
Okay, go on.
Yeah. So pretty sure it's a flashback. I think they find a note, and then no flashback of her staying with her mom, who gets married to a new father, and they're like, oh hey,
Yep.
and then the new father was like pretty abusive, like yeah, didn't need to really see as much as we see that scene.
Really don't. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's
It's very gross.
It is, but it's a thing to mention it. That's like why. Okay, that's too much information going on there. And then she kind of tries to confront her mom, saying, "I don't want to be with that man anymore." And her mom's like, "Yeah, I know. He keeps looking at you only. Slap." And then he's like,
Yeah.
back to the father, and it's like, "No, fuck off, father. I'm going. ain't dealing with any of this shit." And then she runs away.
It's also terrible.
And then
Um,
Yuka and Kouta,
Kouta.
Kouta.
Yep.
I think of Coat and then Kouta.
Uh-huh.
Find a note saying that she's left and thanks for the meal.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for all the fish.
Good reference.
It fitted in there, and then she's run away again. And this is where she gets the dog taken off her, because she goes, it's like, oh, I can't be staying there. I can't be a burden to them, type thing. And she goes away.
She didn't
And
have the dog until she was on the streets.
oh yeah, the dog saves her. The flashback also talks about the dog saving her. So
Yeah.
part of the flashback is like she just wanders and wanders until she gets to the ocean, and she goes, "Oh, it's the ocean," and then she's like waist deep in the ocean, about to like end it, and the dog goes woof woof, and she's like, "What? Oh, all right. Are you alone with me?" And like dog's like, "Yeah, sure, I am staying with you," type thing, and then live happily ever after. And
She names the dog Wanta. But when is it? When does she lose the dog? I thought that was the last episode.
no, it's this episode, because she comes back and she's run away, and she's about to go back into her holding in the docks when this woman comes up and goes, Jones, Jones,
James. James.
James.
The fucking dog's name is James.
Yeah, well, we can call the dog name James. James, is that you, James? I've been looking for you. Oh, is that your dog? Yeah, can I maybe come see it at some time? No, fuck off.
Yeah, the conversation's basically that. Can I come and visit? Absolutely not.
Yeah, look at you.
What are? Yeah, look at you, fucking street scum.
Yeah, pretty much. Archon.
Yes.
No,
It's
you're
really
gonna be
rough.
alright now, she says as she walks away.
Yeah. So the thing about this is that I think is especially weird is that we kind of just ignore the fact that that happened.
No, she just kind of accepts it. It's like, oh, well, you'll be
But the
better
dog
now,
comes
Wanta.
back.
Oh, but the dog escapes. So basically, it's after this.
Did I miss that?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
like a wee
thank
scene.
God.
A wee scene that happens when they have the happy moment in the house.
Right.
So she's sitting in the crates where she was in episode
Uh-huh.
2. And then the patrol comes around and says, hey, you shouldn't be here. Come here. And it's like, oh, what? No, sorry about that. Better go. And then, but Kouta and Yuka
Yeah.
go out looking for her. Because, like, oh, yeah, she's
Yes.
definitely homeless. We need to bring her or get her.
That's right.
So they come out, and they get down to the docks, and she has like a big, scary flashback moment of going, "No, I don't want to go back with you, father." And then she like realizes it's Kouta. And it's like, wait, no,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
bit
right.
different. And then they basically lied to the police by saying, "Yeah, no, we're family, and we're looking for her. We just had a bit of a tiff. Some
That's
people
right.
just like to run away," and he makes some comment about people just running away all the time.
Yeah, which
And
may be the cleverest thing he's said in this show, because you're like, oh, good, you're digging that into all of them. I see.
yeah, then Yuka just gives her a skull. I was like, what?
Yeah, you particularly, Yuka. You're like, I can't deal with this right now. You can never deal with anything that's happening in this house. You're out of it more than you're in it.
Yeah. And then so they get taken up,
Yep,
back to the house, and says, "You can stay here, by the way, and also, happy birthday." And they bring a cake because the
that's right.
lady in the bread shop had gave her a cake.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's like, hey, you should give this to her. I heard it was her birthday,
Yeah, Lisa,
which
it's
is
your
very sweet.
birthday.
Now we're not allowed to mention that episode of The Simpsons anymore.
So,
No,
all right,
it's the only one that's not available on Disney Plus.
yeah,
Yep.
wow. Um,
Yep.
is that just because it's copyrighted and Michael?
Uh, no, it's just because Michael Jackson's in it, I think.
Just because he was in it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if that's a contrarian thing where they've just done that for The Simpsons, and yet Michael Jackson's music is used throughout Disney's back catalog and everything else, or not. But I don't know. Seems weird.
Yeah, yeah, especially for Fox.
Yeah. Well, now Disney.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, so it's her birthday, and then Mew comes in with a big bowl of rice because she saw that Yukio was quite happy with the food. Well, last
Mhm.
episode she also praised the food that she had. It's like, oh, this was delicious, most delicious food I had in ages. And Kota just goes, "Is it? I thought it was kind of bland, or wasn't that great?" And then Yuka just like tells him to like, "Oh, you don't like it? Then go make it yourself."
Jeez.
Uh, such a cunt.
He's just a bright prick
Yeah,
most of the time.
yeah,
I hate I hate him.
yeah. Um. Anyway, so they're there, and then like must be a couple of days because apparently they go and speak to the mother, and the mother's like, "Yeah, you have her. I don't want her in my life."
That just oh my god, that scene was done with such blasé-ness. It was like, oh, my kid? Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, well, they even mentioned it was like a flashback. It wasn't like a thing that happened in the episode. It's like,
No,
yeah, it was really easy to take courtesy of the child of
yeah,
my.
I didn't
She
even
did,
report it. And the mom's like, didn't even report her missing.
yeah. They even forwarded to the police.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean, they weren't very nice parents.
No, but it's still shocking nonetheless.
Yeah. Um, and then they're off to school.
Yeah,
Mayu is now registered to the school and seems a lot happier, and Mayu's homeless saga is ended, and that's it.
yeah. And now it's like, hey, better get ready to go to school. And coach is like, no, 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 I'm sleeping. No.
Yeah.
He's also lost his bedroom, it would seem. Uh, because he seems to just be arbitrarily sleeping in a living area.
Well, I don't know how, because they say there's got like 10 rooms in that
They've got like
place.
10 fucking rooms and he's sleeping in the living room. I don't get it.
Yeah. Um. So anyway, they all go to school. Mew, Yuka, and Kota go to school.
Yep.
Then Kota basically slags Yuka off, saying that she's dumb. because she's in the same school as him, and he's like, yeah, this is like the school that where everyone just flunks go to.
Well, is this not where he says, like, he goes, "This was the only place that would accept me," and she's like, "Oh, this was like my 80th choice or something like that."
Yeah, she says, I never went to my first choice. I rejected all
Yeah,
my first choices.
you're like, "Oh
Yeah,
God."
he's basically saying that he got like basically failed flunked all the exams to get into any decent school, and this is
Here he
the
is.
school you have to go to get that. Um, and then Miu's there, and she's sort of learning some words like "yay."
Mew's there at school in class, and you're like, "Huh? They just don't care who's here."
No, you know,
Like, she's like, "Who are you?" Yes. Okay,
yeah, yay,
fine, I guess. Yay,
yay, as
Mew.
Miu, yay, yeah, yeah. I think she also says yeah. She's got two forms of saying yes. So
Oh,
they're sitting there, and Kouta is just saying, "Yeah, we're stupid," and Miu's going, "Yeah." And then the professor basically comes in, asks him some question, and who would like to answer? And Miu just puts her hands and goes, "Yeah." And then he's like,
yeah.
"The fuck? What are you doing here? You can't be here." No. And then basically cancels class and takes all three of them to his room and
Ugh.
makes up some like sketchiest
He
fucking story
he
ever.
says that that is his brother's daughter. That is
Youngest brother.
specifically what his
Youngest.
youngest brother's daughter, which would make him his niece, her niece, make her his niece.
Yeah.
But he does not refer to her as niece, just his brother's daughter.
Yeah. Uh,
And he's like,
and
she should come with me.
yeah, basically. And then Kota's like, yeah, all right. And
He's so dumb.
then he's an idiot. Walks out. Can't really do that, but like I've lied to the coppers and everything. Oh yeah, he's also told the story of what happened on the beach on Episode Two
Yes,
to Yuka.
he did. Yes.
Uh, anyway, so I think is he getting flashbacks?
We should say is that the professor is the boss's daughter,
The
boss's son,
big
the big
boss man,
boss,
big boss man.
the guy who had phoned up to get money is their lecturer.
Yeah, yeah, for his thing. So he knows exactly who that is. It's Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so they kind of let her be with the dude and go because they're saying, "Oh, you kidnapped her because you found her naked on a thing and hid it from my brother. That's kidnapping, mate. Can't be doing that."
God, he's so gullible.
Yeah. And then so they go back. Miu's like, "Oh, where's Miu? Oh, she's with the
She's gone
doctor or
home.
something." Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
his name is Kakazawa.
Kakazawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said that he was weird before he came in. Oh, he's a bit weird, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so this story is like 100 legit then, isn't it? And
It's just incredible.
oh, it's not to mention that, like, there's people out looking for her, and this guy
No.
goes, "Yeah, this is my brother's daughter.
Yep.
100%. This is who this is. This is
Yep.
you're
I'm
not
just
going to question it."
telling you now. I don't need to show you any pictures.
No,
I just
no,
need to tell you.
yeah,
You'll believe me because I'm your lecturer.
yeah,
So, yeah, hand her over.
yeah. Um, no, it must be next episode he starts getting the flashbacks properly.
Who does?
Kouta.
I think it is
Yeah,
because in this one, this is where Lucy ends up having the conversation with Kakuzawa in his kind of lab area. I can't remember what it is makes her switch. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, he
Does he hit her?
basically no, he basically injects serum sedative into her
That's right.
because he's gonna be very bad.
He is.
Yeah,
So God, this episode.
this is rough.
Um, yeah. Uh, it turns out, Kakuzawa is also kind of diclonius.
Yeah, half
Uh,
Diclonius.
but without the cool arms, without the vectors, he just gets
Yeah,
the bony heads.
yeah,
And he's wearing a wig.
yeah.
Um,
Rips it off at then because
and it turns out his plan is not actually to cure Diclonius; it's to end the reign of Homo sapiens.
yeah, because they're evil and must be destroyed.
I really like the way this scene ends, though.
Yeah, well, he tried to pretty much rape her.
He did, but he was too busy monologuing and showing her how bald and bony his head was.
Oh, I
Um,
mean, that's after the bit, and then she woke up and was like, "Oh shit, you're awake. I better like bullshit myself out of this one." And she's like,
yeah,
No, I don't believe you."
yeah, and she just like kind of goes nah, and his head just falls off.
Yeah, and
It's fucking cool.
that's what I think about you. I don't care enough to lean torture you slightly.
Did I guess what happened is her vectors probably had only just come back then, because of course, like she didn't try to put up any fight until
Yeah,
that point.
yeah.
So,
Is this where it ends?
uh, I think so.
Yeah, I think it does. On the director's had his wee goodbye and sob story to his secretary.
Yes, that's right.
Where it's like, "I'm gonna kill you. I killed my daughter with my own hands. I've already done it."
That that is. I don't think that's in this episode.
No, no, he says it just before he's
No,
giving the sedative to the Anna,
I
and then
think
he
that's in
also
this episode
then
because I remember that well, and I don't think it's this episode.
no, but he says it. He just says it one time to
He
Nana.
says it with such delivery that it is quite shocking.
Yeah. So sure he says it as he's putting sedative, giving sedative to Nan because he's got to get rid of her, and
Oh,
and then and then in the background the secretary is weeping because it's a sad moment.
maybe that doesn't happen until the next episode then.
Maybe it isn't. And then they walk along the corridor where he then tells the sob story to her about how because she goes, "Oh, what about your family?" Because
What
she
do you
knows,
mean the sob story? It's not. He delivers it with like absolute brutalism. He's like, "Yeah, I killed my daughter
yeah,
with my own hands. She died. I killed her, my own hands. Then my wife killed herself.
yeah, because she saw me do it.
Yep." You're like, he's like, "Anyway, does that answer your questions?"
See you later. Bye.
Fucking hell,
I mean, I don't think that
savage.
corporations is hires like nice people.
No, no, it's like he's like, "I'm a busy guy. I do not have time to talk about my dead family with
Yeah,
you."
that's it.
God.
Anyway, yeah, and episode I think calling it there.
Oh God, there's so much happens in this episode. Not a lot of it good.
No,
Um,
it's quite touchy subjects.
I mean, I say not a lot of it good. Like it's not nice subjects.
Mhm.
I guess is the way I would put it. The actual kind of episode narrative is pretty rough. Um, Generally, it's a pretty good episode though. There's a lot kind of going on.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit stop-start between the whole Mayu's thing wrapping up to them going to school. It feels like it's a different episode almost entirely.
Oh yeah,
But
it's a weird. Um, it's like two episodes wrapped up into one. It's like a weird double bill
yeah,
because it's like, oh, we solved Mayu's homeless issue without any issue at all. The mother was just like, yeah, just take her, it's fine.
it's like, well, I guess that's this problem solved. Looks at watch. Oh man, we've got like 12 minutes left. Uh, we better do something else.
Yeah, um, it's just like, and that's the end of that chapter. Swish.
Yeah, it's pretty. What do you think? What do you rate it?
I don't know. I don't know. Not much niceness in this episode. There's the
No.
nice comedy scene of for like the 2 minutes of you just going yeah in the class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that was quite good.
that's about the happiest part of this whole episode. And maybe
Yeah,
the fact that Mai and I got home and they brought her in. Oh, and Yuka states, "Don't bring any more girls in here."
it's like I don't know how this keeps happening.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my
I lived
problem.
on my own.
Like I tried to live my own for like
Yep,
half a day,
yep.
and then Mew appeared, and then you appeared because you were
And
jealous
then
of Mew,
you,
and
and
then
now we've adopted a homeless child.
yeah,
So
Val is grown. Oh,
wild.
yeah. Rating of this. I'm going to keep it a 6.
Okay, I'm probably going to push it up to a 7. I don't think it's. There's definitely a lot more narrative going on here than the previous episode.
Mhm.
Um, Also, that decapitation scene is just brilliant. It's so good. Such a shock, like how quickly that is over. It's like, oh wow, okay, just not entertaining him at all.
Yeah.
that guy, that guy's super fucking dead. Like immediately. Okay, cool. Yeah, madness.
Yeah. Uh, that's that. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
End of end of this one.
Well, we've done it.
Mhm.
You've listened to another episode of Who's That Anime, an anime podcast, which can be found where all good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/ Who's That Anime. As you've probably heard, if you're still listening at this point, there's no adverts, there's no nothing, there's no sort of way to make any money on this show. So like we just kind of do this out of fun. But if you enjoy what it is we do and want to let people know that you enjoy it, leaving a review would be super cool. Or telling a friend if you've already left a review or can't because of how you listen to the show. We have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/ Who's That Anime, where we list the latest show releases and the occasional anime meme. We also have a Discord channel. The link for that is in the show notes. We have a YouTube channel too, where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes. You can find that by going to youtube.com and searching for @Who's That Anime. You'll find the channel that way. Colin and I also, every now and then, like to play some video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. And obviously, if you don't get to see us live, because we're not on all that often these days, you can still find archives of all of the streams and things we've done by going to youtube.com and searching for @couchfuel or @hailpayman.
Yeah. That's it.
We did
Aye.
it.
Yeah. One more episode down. 3 more to go.
More than that.
More than that.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
4. Eh,
Yeah.
near enough.
Close.
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 Closer. Ever closer. I'll get it
Oh,
right
so
next
there's a
episode.
thing.
Uh huh.
I mentioned that because of the OVA. Chronologically, the OVA special fits in between episodes 10 and 11, as we've talked about. Among other topics, it explains how Kuruma was able to capture Lucy and why she doesn't kill him whenever she encounters him.
Oh, all right. The director,
Yeah, so it sounds like we're going to figure that out.
or we told it, told it.
Yeah,
Jammed.
I don't think I've ever watched the OVA, so this will be educational.
Educational. That's what it's about. To educate you on high quality anime such as Golden Boy and Ghost Stories.
That's the highest quality
The
that we've ever
highest of
watched.
quality. I mean, this isn't that high quality. Now
I
it's
think
Angelic
to put
Layer.
this, I think to put this on par with Golden Boy and Ghost Stories is unfair.
What way?
I think this is a better show than both of those.
I mean, yeah, to a degree. Anyway, we should probably end it there. This has been Who's Your Anime. We can catch the same anime place, same anime time, same anime prefecture. I'll
Ooh,
see
good word.
you. See you next time. Bye.
Arigato. Sorry, de nada.